because I was still like thinking about Rysand in the back of my head. So like I said, I'm currently reading Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I really love these. They're like an easy, chill read, and a lot of them are based around Christmas time, so I thought what better time to start this than in December. I'm like a quarter of the way through the second book. I loved the first one. It was very chill. Or I've already watched the book, so it kind of makes it, I don't know if I like it or not because I already have an image of the characters in my head because of the actors, and I wonder if that would have been different if I read this before the movies came out. Doesn't matter now, I already know what everyone looks like, but they are described a little bit different in the book than they are perceived in the movies, but I think they did cast it perfectly because I did love the books. Anyways, this is what I'm working on so far, and I'm really loving them. I think they're a good, chill, easy read, and I'm obsessed with Ron. He's adorable. I'm also a proud owner of a Kindle Paperwhite. This is like the best thing that I've ever purchased for myself. I carried this around when I was in Europe, and I literally just put it in my purse. It was like perfect for train rides. And if you haven't downloaded the app Libby, you need to download it right now. I haven't bought a book in, God, I don't even know. All of my Harry Potter books I have as like hand-me-downs from my brother, and everything on my Kindle I've gotten for free because Libby, if you go to your local public library and get a library card, you can type it into your Libby app, and then you get a bunch of free books through your local library. So I'm obviously registered through the Nashua Public Library, so I typed everything into Libby, and then I can just download any book that I want off of Libby. Sometimes there is a wait because there's only so many online copies, but I didn't have to pay for any of the Throne of Glass books or any of the ACOTAR books. I'm obsessed with Libby. Everybody needs it. So I do have access to Fourth Wing. That's like my next to be read. I was trying to wait a little bit between, because I read Throne of Glass directly after I read ACOTAR, and I felt like I read them too close together, that I didn't like love Throne of Glass as much as I should have. I did love it, but I feel like I needed to give myself a gap in order to really fall in love, because I was still like thinking about Rysand in the back of my head. So for Fourth Wing, I was trying to give myself a little bit of time. So I've read like a few books in between that I've really loved. So like in between reading Throne of Glass and starting Fourth Wing, I've read a couple of books just because I needed like a palate cleanser. So I know this is about not using my phone, but I need to read my Fable because I can't remember what books I read. I read Sweet Revenge, which is like a wicked old book by Nora Roberts, but I actually was in love with it. I got it out of a little library when I was in Old Orchard, and I hadn't read it yet, so I started it. Obsessed. I also read The Wedding People and Writers to Lovers, which are recommendations from my best friend Paige. She is a bookworm, and so I trust all of her judgments, so I was pretty much just going